Hi, my name is Mark and welcome to my channel, Fishing Around Colorado Springs. Today is June 7th, 2025. And if you see the trailer of this channel, it says where I go fishing in Colorado Springs and around Colorado Springs. So I'm around Colorado Springs. In fact, I'm in Syracuse, New York, doing some bass fishing. And I'm seeing my best friend from middle school. His name is Sam. And I said, I want to go to a great place, catch some fish. He found this little pond, and it's a private pond that is loaded with bass. And so I can't tell you exactly where I am fishing besides being in Syracuse. The bait that bass bite on here in Syracuse is basically everything. If you want to talk about live bait, they'll do minnows, crayfish, frogs, worms, any type of real plastics type of lures, and there's bobber lures, you know, there's floating lures, there's poppers, any kind of lure that you want to use, you can basically catch a bass on here in Syracuse. I am using a popper lure right now, and I haven't even thrown out yet. It looks like a little frog. It's gonna simulate popping on the top like a frog. So here we go. Of course, it's raining. I don't know how well bass do biting on the top when it's raining. Do they go down lower while it's raining? Do they stay at the top? If you know, leave it in the comment section. I personally think that they're probably going off the bottom right now. After I spent 20 minutes getting this lure on, I'm gonna have to switch it out to get a hook and put a worm on it. Well, my popper isn't doing very good. I've thrown it out several times now. I think I'm gonna have to switch over to something different. Maybe I'll just use a worm and I'll sort of fish how I fish in Colorado. It's gonna take me another 5 minutes or 10 minutes to set that up. But I think with it raining, they're just really going under. It's gotta be it. So I didn't think that popper was doing very good, so I switched things over. I have a fairly large hook on here with the weight and the artificial black worm. See how I have it sort of rigged up? I'm gonna throw it out there and I'm gonna bring that in. It's gonna be more like hopefully like a live worm just being pulled through. I can also leave it on the bottom, let it go stagnant. Maybe things will bite that way. I don't know. It's just, when you're fishing in different parts, different lakes, it's always different. You know, like last week, Lake Isabel, you know, I was having a hard time with the power bait, and the power bait always works really well in some of the other lakes in Colorado Springs, like Monument and Palmer, but it just wasn't working well in Elizabeth. So you just have to figure things out and try different baits and be patient. That's my advice. I'm totally on the struggle bus this morning. Two guys I'm with, Sam and his friend Max, they've been catching fish using something, I'm not sure what, I haven't really asked, and I've just been floating around using the stuff I'm using. So I'm going back, I'm threw a worm on my line this time around with a bobber, so we're gonna see if that works. There it is. So let's see what happens. This bobber is like so small that they're letting me use. I don't even see it on the surface. I might have to ask for a bigger bobber. I think my first bass, here we go. Bobber Just messing around. Nothing. Okay. I put a bobber on. The live worm, the weight, sort of like the rig that I do at home. I only put one hook on it. Mainly, I only put one hook on it because, frankly, I'm being a little lazy and I want to get the line out there because I've been messing around for so long. So I just want to get one hook. Okay, bobber down. My first one. And it's like 10 times stronger of a fight than the little trout in Colorado. Woo! Caught a bass, caught a bass. Okay, so it took about a half an hour for me to figure out what to bite, how to do it. And I gotta get a little more tension on my line. There we go. That is a nice largemouth bass. It's like really nice. Get this hook out of there. One thing I love about these bass is it always just gets like right on the lip. You can just throw it right back in. Sweet. All right, well, Sam caught a fish. He caught a few, he kept one. So we're gonna do a catch, clean, and cook. So stay tuned. Okay, we are back at Sam's place and he caught 5 fish today. I caught 1. And he let 4 of them back and he's keeping 1 and we're gonna clean it. And he's gonna fillet the fish. And the funny thing about this is he's never filleted a fish before. And so we're gonna watch him.
Right.
See how he does it. So
I watched a YouTube video yesterday just for this moment.
right.
And we're gonna see what happens. And I've never filleted a fish before, so we'll see what happens.
So we're gonna do it. So
But I did clean this bass at the lake, so I just gutted it and that was all I did.
okay, so here we go.
So this is the fish. And wait,
Really small.
is that camera still going?
Yeah, it's all
All
coming.
right, so then this is the fish. This was pretty big though. That's what they said though, this was like a normal sized bass. So this is what we're gonna do. Basically, you have a sharp knife, and the way that they did it is they would hold the fish and you would cut behind the gills. And basically you would go directly to the vertebrae behind this fin. Oh, there you go. And it just basically goes to a stop, which is the spine.
Right.
Then you angle the blade and you cut back towards the tail.
That's awesome.
And
So you know what? It's his first time, and how are you ever gonna get better unless you try it once and keep practicing?
I think I should have a sharper knife. And there you
Your knife
go.
doesn't seem too sharp.
It doesn't.
Should I try it?
You want me to sharpen it?
No, let's keep going.
Okay, yeah, you should try it.
So he doesn't have a very sharp knife. Okay,
I
so I'm
thought
gonna
I
give it a
could.
shot. So you hold the camera.
My hands are all good.
That's all right. It's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
You can wash it.
Okay.
Okay. So Sam said,
Go behind that
so I'm gonna
fin
go behind this fin right here.
and just cut down to the vertebrae.
Okay, it stopped.
Okay,
Now
and then you angle it.
I'm gonna get my finger under this gill so I can really hold on. And you should probably hear like clicking sounds. So that would be a good. This knife isn't very sharp.
It isn't.
Sharp knives are the key.
Oh, you're doing a much better job though. Look at that.
Look at that.
Whoa.
All the way
Nice.
down. So I do feel a bunch of like bone right here that we're gonna have to pull out.
Right. You don't pull them out actually. What
Okay.
they do is they cut them. So then you put this down like this, and you hold this part of the fish
Right.
here, and then you can cut down and then skin it that way.
Okay, so we're gonna try skinning. Here we go.
Oh, you're doing great. Wow. And then you cut out the pin bones, sort of like a V.
Like,
So like right here you could feel them. So like
Okay.
it's like this part you cut out. Well, they did it straight up and down. Oh, I see what you're doing.
this
Oh
way?
yeah, look at that. Oh, okay, that's much better.
let's try it this way.
Yeah.
Some bones. Bones. Poor fish. Like,
I think it's still alive.
it's
How's it feel? That looks good.
okay. We got most of the bones out of it. There's one, feels like there's a little bit of sharp here, but yeah, we need a sharper knife. I think this is why I like cooking the fish the way I do, how I do a whole, and then I pulled off the bone because there's no meat that's really wasted. We're wasting a lot of meat this way. So
We are.
obviously, this is not a video of how to fillet a fish.
But I think it's
This is
a
our
needed
first
video
timer.
because this is what it's going to look like when you're done. But we're going to cook this and we're going to taste it to see if it tastes good.
Yeah, we'll still eat it. We'll still eat. We're gonna eat most of it, but yeah, there's a lot.
I know I screwed that up.
That's okay. That's okay. There's a lot of meat left right here where I did it, and a little bit by the tail. But it's our first time.
Yeah.
Give me 5.
Ugh,
All right. So
gross.
we're gonna cook this fish up, and we're gonna give it a try.
Yes.
All right. How are we gonna cook it?
We're going to just pan fry it in the kitchen.
Pan fry it. Okay, we're off to the kitchen. Okay, we're in Sam's kitchen. I took liberty to clean the fish a little bit more, and I took the skin off. So we have fish chunks. Okay,
Yes.
Sam, take it away. He's gonna show us how
So-
he cooks his fish.
The pan's already warm. I'm going to add some olive oil to it. You don't have to go crazy. But then what I do is I add some butter to it. So the butter and oil trick, your butter will not burn. So then what you do is you have this nice slurry of butter and olive oil. And in my opinion, more is better with butter. This is a salt, pepper, and garlic powder mixture that I have created, okay? So it's 3 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and 1 tablespoon of black pepper. I use this on a majority of the cooking that I do. I'm going to season the fish on both sides. And that's all I do for that. There you go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place that into this pan of the butter and olive oil. Make sure that when you place the meat in, you place it away from you so you don't burn yourself. And this is sliced thinly, so you don't really have to cook it that long. I would probably recommend a minute aside, believe it or not. So we're just gonna wait 1 minute. And it actually smells pretty good. I've never had bass before. So I mean, I've never caught bass before. Today was the first time that I've ever caught bass. But this is how I prepare most fish that I make because I don't like to go too crazy with it. One of the other things that you could do is you could add lemon juice to this to give it a little bit of lemony flavor, but we're just gonna see how this fish tastes like on its own. I like to use these cooking tweezers, and I flip each fish piece. So it's been about a minute. And you can see it curling up. And it smells good. We did clean this fish off with water, and then we patted it dry so that it wouldn't be a complete mess. So I'm going to go over and I'm going to turn off the heat. And now what we're going to do is we're going to plate the fish on this clean plate that I have here. And there we go. So now what we have to do is we have to taste it. Here's a fork.
Okay.
I'll take this. I think this. Be careful for bones.
It's really good. I really like your seasoning.
I really like this.
We have
This
some
is
little
good.
bones in it,
Wow.
but for our first time, not too shabby. Good job.
Thank you. No, this is really actually, this isn't horrible.
No. All right.
Wow.
So Sam has a channel. It's called,
Sam's Tiki Bar.
and he makes cocktails. And it's a new channel, so you should check that out. I'll put a link in the video description so you can check out his brand new channel. It's actually really fun. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and ring that bell for future notifications. And you have an amazing time fishing wherever you may be. Thanks for watching.
Have a great day. I'm taking this.